Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to A Bite of Brownie. Mentors are absolute game changers. We're going to talk about it today. We're out here at the farm of Pastor David today, one of my mentors, and we have a joke, Jason and I and some of his other sons in the faith, that everything the light touches. Basically it means Dave has been blessed with immense land holdings and grass, man. And so we say, everything the light touches, simple. You can't tell me you don't want to live here. That's living in blessing, baby. A mentor is someone who comes alongside somebody who's already been there, somebody who's already done that, someone God has placed inside of your life to grow you, to mature you, to help you along the way. There's someone who draw alongside and say, I don't have all of the answers, but you can have all of the answers that I've found. Here's what I've learned in my life, let me pour it into you. A mentor is nothing short of a blessing from God. Mentors aren't stressed about the things that you're stressed about. Mentors have been there and they've done that. Let me clarify, they are not perfect in any way, shape, form, or fashion. They are just simply a guide. Throughout the course of my life, I have had mentors galore. I've had Pastor David, I've had Pastor Doug, Pastor Jim, Pastor Ed, Pastor Kurt. I have mentors galore. Whenever I get confused, when I get caught up in something, when I'm facing a challenge, I can usually turn to one of these men in my life and say, what did you do? Or what would you recommend? And they are ready and willing to say, son, I don't know, but I know the one who does. The good thing is, mentors don't have to have all of the answers. They just have to be connected to the source. They're just the ones to say, this is what I did, but maybe he wants to do something different this time. Let me ask, let me see. Let's ask together. Let's seek the Lord together and find out what he wants to do in this time right now. A good mentor is someone who seeks the Father's heart with you. A good mentor is also someone who can show you the Father's heart better than anyone else. There's a lot of times that people get it twisted. A mentor is not a teacher. A mentor is more like a father. There's a lot of information online. We live in an age where YouTube just bombards us. Boom, 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 boom. We have access to more information than we ever have in the history of time. Information is not at a premium. Mentors are at a premium. Men and women who can specifically speak into your and my life and say, listen, son, this is what's on the Father's heart. You can have generational transfer when you have a mentor. We don't lack for teachers, we lack for fathers. It's the same thing as Paul said. You don't lack for teachers, you don't lack for information. What you lack for is fathers in the faith who actually care for you. When you find a mentor, bless the hound dog out of them. You have no idea what they're actually putting up with. And I have to be honest, there's gonna be some times when you don't like your mentors. There's gonna be some times when mentors say hard things. That's the point of a mentor. If you knew everything, if you thought that you had it all together, you would do it yourself. You would figure it out yourself. That's the reason for men and women in your life to say, I don't know what I'm doing. Do you think you could lend a hand? Mentors. I'm fortunate enough to have many mentors in the faith, and they are pouring their lives into me, and I am so incredibly grateful. But that doesn't mean that we see eye to eye every time. What they're simply saying as mentors is, come close and drink of the waters, the living waters that I've drank from. Let me show you where I've met him, where he has met me. Let me share some of my life with you and see where he takes you. See where he wants to go with you next. And then fan the flame of who you are. That's a mentor. Today we just happened to be on the farm of Pastor David, and I gotta say, I think what impresses me the most as I sit here and watch him ride around on his tractor cutting hay, working hard, is that he's always been a practical man. He's been a man of the earth, but he's also been a man connected intimately with heaven. He doesn't blow smoke. He means what he says, and he makes sure that you mean what you say. He's the mentor that says, when you look someone in the eye and you shake their hand, your word is your bond. He's the guy who says, don't fluff it up. Don't make things that aren't. When Jesus says something, it is, let it be. When he doesn't, don't say a word. You don't add on to it. He's a man of integrity. He's a man of hope. He's a man of faith. I've never seen anyone walk in as much blessing as Pastor David. He's inspiring and he's challenging. He's a mentor. The man's a hero. And I get to rub elbows with him every day. He's a phone call away. He's a hug away. He's a short mile ride down the road away. He's one meeting away. He's a mentor. He's father. What I want to say to you is this: God has placed mentors in your life. You may not enjoy for a season their mentorship, but they have been placed in your life for a reason and for a purpose, for generational transfer or some sort of transitional piece. They are there to help you get from one point to the next. They're also there to be encouraged and loved radically by you. Remember that. A mentor isn't just a source of information to be pumped. A mentor is a relationship with a father. If God has placed a mentor in your life, love the socks off of them, because they're a father. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. I'm out. On the off chance that you actually watch this, I want to thank you for your spiritual investment. Outside of my wife, you're the biggest blessing I've ever had. You reached in to the chaos and the muck of an insecure young man. You pulled out a man that God was creating, and nobody saw him but you. I know that's Jesus, but you were in the process. I want to thank you for not just being my mentor, but I want to thank you for being my dad.